Good morning. Well, it's afternoon now. Welcome to Rap episode 8. You got your boy Zaza here. And it's a cup of ice now, but I was drinking the sweet tea from Chick-fil-A. I just want to talk to you guys about resolutions. Not just any resolutions, New Year's resolutions at that. What are your New Year's resolutions for 2026? First and foremost, before we talk about our New Year's resolutions, I want to talk to you guys about 2025. This is the last month of 2025. So, look back at 2025. And how did it go for you? I want you to sum it up in one word of how 2025 went for you. And then, based on that one word, I want you to look forward into 2026. And based off that word from 2025, how do you want your 2026 to go? Me, for example, my 2025 was like a realization year. I realized a lot of things in this year. I realized things within myself. I realized things about myself. I realized things about people and situations. I realized who should be here in my life. I realized who should not be here in my life. I realized certain ways and paths I should take. I realized what I need to do. I realized family. I realized friends. This year was a realization year for me. And 2026 is going to be an execution year for me. That is the word that I hope to live by and hope my year of 2026 goes. Execution. The thing is that I've realized, I pray and hope that I execute them, I complete them, I do what it needs to do to make those changes. People say, man, look, man, I don't really believe in resolutions. I believe, man, if you want to make that change, you can do it now. You can do it now. You can. You can make those changes now. You can make those changes whenever you want, but it still doesn't negate the year of when you make those changes. If I say, hey, look, man, everything I want to do in 2026, I'm going to do today, that's just practice of what I have to get going in 2026. So I say all that to say, practice now. This is the last month. You got a month. You got 30 days, 31 days. As a matter of fact, it's November the 29th. You got probably about 32 days. It don't matter. Start practicing now and practice every day. Do not fall off. I understand. Progress is not always linear and it's not always forward, which is true. Sometimes you might go back into your old self, back into the old things that you used to say, the old things that you used to do. It's okay. Progress is the realization of, yo, I don't want to be this way anymore. I don't want to say this anymore. And then you start to make those changes. Progress is always realization and change. So at the end of the day, figure out your word of 2025 and then figure out your word of 2026. Figure out the resolutions that you want to do and want to accomplish. Figure out what you want and need to change. But at the end of the day, figure out the quality of your life. We all know what quality is. Just in case if you don't know what quality is how good or how bad something is. These videos, for example, I had an epiphany back in September that, you know what? I want to start making these videos for people. A couple weeks ago, I went back to how I was feeling before I started making these videos. And it wasn't a good feeling. It wasn't a good place, to the point where I kind of fell off for a couple weeks. Then I was like, you know what? I don't want to give my viewers, my people, anything. I want to give them the best of the quality work. I don't want to give them just, okay, here, I'm going to put it out because I said I'm going to put it out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to stay consistent on it. I'm trying to follow through on what I'm saying. Nah, bro. I got to make sure that, yo, I actually want to do this. Even if I don't want to do this, still do it to the best of my ability. Staying here firm, staying here to talk to you guys. That is something I want to carry into 2026. The execution of this. Things are going to be different. Things are going to be different. And if things are already different, then I hope they stay that way. I hope I stand firm on business. So therefore, again, like I said, just think about how your 2025 went. Now, based off that one word, how you want 2026 to go to elevate your life. I think I'm done here. I ain't gonna speak for too much longer. Also, I hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope y'all ate as much as you could. Your bellies got full. Now it's time to work all that fat off for 2026. Also, shout out to my man Damani. Shout out to my aunt/mom, Glow. It is both of their birthdays today, even though today is November the 29th. It's November the 29th. So shout out Glow, the person who raised me. I love you and I love you dearly. And shout out to my best brother, Damani. Shout out to y'all on y'all birthdays today. I say all that to say, I'll see y'all here next week. Peace, love, hair grease, love.